right.
Well, here we are again in Fort Mill, and we moved down the street a little piece to the Confederate Park. And to tell you the truth, I didn't even know this park was here. But it was established in 1891 on this property. It was donated by Captain Samuel E. White, which I'm assuming is either kin to or same as the white residents up the street that have the White House. Don't go to the bank with that, check it out, but I think that's right. The site was given citizens of Fort Mill to perpetuate the memory of those who sacrificed so much from 1861 to 1865 in the Civil War. Assisting in making the historic spot a reality were John McKee Spratt and others. And John's descendants is it Congressman Spratt?
John Spratt, yes.
John Spratt?
U.S. federal company.
Who is...
He's no longer, he was.
But he's from this area, has office here and others. Monuments were erected from 1891 to 1900, and the money for them were by public subscription, and I'm thinking that means people pledged a certain amount over time to pay for them. No government money was involved, and the bandstand was built in 1900, and I am wondering where the bandstand is. I don't see one, so maybe it is no longer part of it. I'm not really sure.
I think that's the Second World War, First World War monument.
That looks like a doughboy.
Yeah.
On top of that one. We're going to move around the monuments here. And, I'm not sure who that is on top, but this is dedicated by the Jefferson Davis Memorial Association to the women of the Confederacy, both living and dead, who midst the gloom of war were heroines in the strife to perpetuate their noble sacrifices on the altar of our common country. Let sweet incense forever rise till it reach them in robes of victory beyond the skies. 1865. That's a very, very beautiful verse.
It is. I
almost choked up.
I wonder who wrote that.
Many are the hearts that are weary tonight, wishing for the war to cease. Many are the hearts to pray for the right to see the dawn of peace. Might have to move up a little bit. The sun's in my eyes.
Yeah.
Respectfully donated by Samuel White. I can't read the rest of it.
1895, the year on it. These are the women.
I guess that word is mesdames, meaning the women. I'm guessing. Yeah. White, Spratt, Springs. Those are all very common names.
Around here. Let's check this one out over here. And they got a sickle cutting grain. 1895.
Marble, at least on the base, erected by Samuel E. White in grateful memory of earlier days, with approval of the Jefferson Davis Memorial Association, among the many faithful. And
all of them white.
The names of the whites. Well, there's some Springs in there, and a Spratt, Solomon Spratt.
And this one is for the Catawba Indians who fought for the Confederacy in the Civil War.
Some noted Catawbas, it says here.
Yeah.
King Hagler.
You can't read that bottom stuff.
No, I can't really make it out. It says ladder, something about smallpox.
Yeah.
I can't do much better.
This got 1600, 1900. Erected to the Catawba Indians by Samuel Eliot White and John McKee Spratt.
The ladder is a descendant of those Kanawha Spratt. I can't make it out.
Yeah.
It's a pretty statue, though.
It is.
Some of the Catawbas who served in the Confederate Army: Jeff Ayers, John Harris, Jim Harris, Peter Harris, John Scott, Bill Sanders, Gilbert George, Nelson George, John Brown. I don't know if that's our John Brown of Harper's Ferry fame or not.
Candy, Sanders, George, all those are common Catawba names. And you can't read this, I don't believe.
No, can't. That's not weathering too well.
No. And we've got a big old parrot. It looks like a parrot rifle because it's got rifling in it. It's not a smooth bore.
I think this was probably mounted on
What does that say on around it?
These were mounted on something different.
You
than
see
they are now. It says 1864 WTF RMH 64 9717 number 192.
I bet that thing make a hell of a noise.
I wonder if 100 PDR means 100 pounder.
I don't know.
Could it shoot a ball that weighed 100 pounds?
Yeah. There's the hole they plugged it up where they would fire it. And there's two of these out here. And then we got this, there's the bandstand right there, John.
No, we found the bandstand.
Yep.
That would be General Lee, yes?
Probably, yes.
Although I think General Lee had a beard, didn't he? Excuse me.
That just represents a Confederate officer.
Yeah, I think so.
And that is the bandstand. And this is the Confederate Park in Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Train track runs right through the middle of it.
All right, let's go see what that caboose is. You want to?
Yeah.